So Crypto God John could be one of the most talented hidden gem finders in all of crypto. He's the guy who brought us Chainlink at literally 30 cents, guys. It's now $24. It rose to an all-time high of $50 in that last bull market, and he literally printed millions. That's the call that put him on the map. The recent call he had was OXO, which he got in, I think, about 1.5 to 2 cents, which skyrocketed to 48 cents. And then recently, OVPP has been the highest performer in the influencer tokens that we've been talking about. We were talking about it here on this channel, way down here. But Crypto God John was even earlier than us, as he naturally is. This has gone on to do $227 million market cap. Now, today, actually, they did have a whoopsie of a candle all the way back down sub 100 mil market cap because of the FUD that ZachXBT put out, which quickly got eaten up and is rebounded to 174 million fully diluted. These are the runners, these are the winners. And it just shows you guys, even with all tokens, if you are up a 3x, 5x, 10x, know where you want to take profit. Because even Chainlink, which is still a number 12 crypto out of all tokens out there and a winner, still had a big 80 to 90% pullback at one point. So make sure you know how to take profits on your tokens, but more importantly, figure out how you can be early into these tokens. Crypto God John put a printer emoji next to a brand new token. And not only Crypto God John, but our friend House of Crypto has not commented about this, but we have detected that House of Crypto, who has a crazy reach, guys. Peter is absolutely crushing his channel. He's got really awesome content and the views reflect it. He has more reach than Alex Becker and I believe my channel combined. So this guy is one of the big dogs of the space. He recently also followed this new AI project that Crypto God John put the money printer emoji next to. And if you're late to this sort of news, guys, you want to get a premium Telegram newsfeed that literally will show you when the top KOLs and influencers follow new accounts, or when they put the money printer sign next to these tokens, or when they buy into new tokens. Make sure that you are part of our inner circle. We literally have a premium newsfeed to give you all of this information in real time and not days later on a YouTube or a piece of Twitter content. And I mean, our inner circle's been killing it recently. We saw a 6.1x from our alert on Alex Becker's wallet buying a new token, OpenVPP, the one we were talking about, and Rabora recently, one of the new hot projects in the space. We found a nice 6x on our inner circle wallet. So the link is in the description below if you want early access to these opportunities for yourself. And honestly, it's an excellent time to be looking because the crypto fear and greed index is now past the midway point, teetering into a more bullish cycle, just as the Federal Reserve has officially cut rates by 0.25%, and the money markets are expecting, or the prediction markets should I say, are expecting another 2 to 3 cuts by the end of the year. If you don't know what that means, it means that there is a lot of money, in fact, 7.4 trillion US dollars now sitting in money market funds that will be earning a lower percentage, 0.25% lower, and then by the end of the year, potentially up to 1% lower on their money. So this $7 trillion will naturally and historically has flowed down the risk curve to riskier and riskier assets so people can find a better return on their money. And even if you had just, guys, 1 trillion of this trickle into crypto, I mean, how does a trillion trickle? Flood into crypto. A lot of people think that, okay, well, Bitcoin's at a $2 trillion market cap. It's not really going to boost it, maybe what, 30%. That's not actually how market caps work. If you study market caps and buy pressure, you'll know that that could double or triple the price, even though it's not double or triple the market cap. And our friend, Crypto God John, is well aware of this. He says the market looks like it's about to send higher soon, while most people are expecting lower. In fact, it doesn't even matter in John's mind what the rate decision was. He thinks it's going to be higher by the end of the week, the crypto markets, and then much higher before the month end. And he's also extremely bullish on the end of the year. He thinks bullish week, bullish month, bullish year at a $150,000 price prediction for Bitcoin, which would be absolutely lovely because all the alts like Ethereum will follow it at a $6,500 US dollar price prediction for Ethereum. And I'm sure this is not a Ripple price prediction. This is probably a Solana price prediction of 500 US dollars. So what tokens down the risk curve is Crypto God John getting into and thinking will perform really well? Well, Overdose AI talked about OpenX and how it did extremely well out of launch. Although it did have a strong pullback to start, it went on to perform almost a 10x from the lows. And that's where we glimpsed Crypto God John coming in on September 16th and putting the money printer emoji. In fact, our friend Money Lord also is in on OpenX because this is the latest deal to go around with the high-performing KOL partnerships, including us here at Across the Rubicon. Money Lord says the circulating market cap is 10%. So the current market cap, non-diluted, is $8 million. I'll show you the tokenomics in just a second. It has ex-Phantom and Orky team members behind this project. There's already 500 plus projects built using their tech. They have over $9 million, guys, spent on the development of this protocol and tokenized compute network that is up to 80% cheaper and faster than Amazon Web Services. Plus, they also have engagement and support for Base, which I'll show you in just a second. But what is OpenX AI? Well, they say your AI, your rules, no middlemen. They're a decentralized AI service. They say OpenX AI is a peer-to-peer permissionless AI protocol. What Bitcoin did for money, decentralized it and made it permissionless, OpenX AI does for intelligence. And as you saw in that past tweet, apparently also makes it a lot cheaper, up to 80% cheaper, where today's AI is corporations control it, even if it's open source. OpenX AI is decentralized and owned by the people, not the corporations. The access to the current AI comes with a price tag and a lot of gatekeepers. With OpenX AI, it's your AI, your data, your control, and no middlemen. The current state of AI is censorship, silences, innovation, and free thought. OpenX AI want AI for everyone, free, open, and unstoppable. And they are on the Base chain. When they launched on the Base chain, they also got retweeted by the Base Twitter, which is what it means when you see everyone saying that they've had engagement on the Base protocol. And there's actually another rumor I'm about to show you in just a second too that is pretty absurd regarding Base. And if it's true, this project could be a pretty crazy runner. But first, I want to show you the actual fundamentals here. So in just 30 days, over 500 projects have been built on the OpenX AI network, a remarkable achievement made possible by developers, creators, and early community. Thank you. This is just the beginning of permissionless AI. And guys, not only are they permissionless, they also talk about their privacy. Just like we talked about the OXO mission, one of Crypto God John's older plays. He's actually not strongly convicted in OXO anymore. Go check out the video on our channel if you want to get more information on that. But OpenX AI say they are a 5 out of 5 in data encryption, decentralized data security, user control over data, and total privacy control, where AWS, Hugging Face, and all the other top AIs obviously ranking a lot lower. Now, this one is the crazy rumor that I want to talk a little bit about. So Crypto God John himself actually tweeted this, and he says it's no coincidence that Base announced that they are likely launching a token soon, which would be pretty phenomenal. And now the CEO of Coinbase is bidding OpenX. Now there is a question mark here, and this is the question that we have to come up with our own answer for. Base season. But on this Telegram bot, apparently it tracks top influencer and celebrity wallets, just like our Inner Circle does. And apparently they've found Brian Armstrong's wallet, although there is no proof of this in my research that I could come across. It is labeled as a Brian Armstrong wallet, and this wallet that is labeled Brian Armstrong wallet swapped $500 USDC for 665 OpenX tokens. This was retweeted by Crypto God John and then also commented on by Up Only Greg, saying that this was Brian Armstrong and that there's a 10 to 20x play from here. So if we come and have a look at the tokenomics on CoinMarketCap, we can see it's currently priced at $1.08, which gives it, and Dex Screener has messed this up a bit, apparently the official word is a 10 to 1 market cap to fully diluted value ratio. I cannot see for myself at the moment the vesting schedule, so do go and find that yourself if you are looking into this token. However, currently it's only at a $10 million circulating market cap. It's actually moving pretty strongly at the moment. I was actually looking down here in the research for this video. It's already popped up to $1.10 from that 90 cents, a strong bounce there. You can see it did have a really nice strong launch and it's starting to have a nice pullback and allowing other people to get an entry at a cheaper price. Now, this is actually a really exciting time to be in the markets because I've been following Crypto God John for a few years now, and I've never seen him this bullish and this active and finding new tokens like OpenX AI, NoVPP, and EMDR, and all of his latest plays. We're also, like I say, we are in these partnership rooms with these tokens, and we personally know when the market is heating up because not only is our Inner Circle chat going crazier and crazier and we get way more messages, it's a really good read on what the market is feeling, but also what sort of partnership offers are people like Crypto God John or people like us getting offered is another really good way to figure out how hot the market is. And right now, it feels extremely primed and ready. Everyone from Murad, Crypto God John, Alex Becker, even the Federal Reserve, everything is pointed upwards. However, it is eventually pointed downwards to the 18-year crash, which we'll talk about more on this channel. But right now, we can keep our fingers crossed for a 3 to 6 month really bullish period where we can catch as much of this falling money from the sky as possible, put it into Bitcoin, put it into stables wherever we want, take it out in a very smart way, and then buy up all the cheap assets after this supposed 18-year real estate crash. So if you're down for the mission, hit that subscribe button. If you want early access to all these opportunities, make sure you join the inner circle. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching.